how should a builder work with a designer?
I think the best way to make it a successful collaboration is ideally for the designer to be on early in the project, because when the budget is discussed, if the designer can say, has any say in it, then we can say, hey, I know, standard build, you might be putting, I'm just making things up, 8 can lights in this room, but we actually think that you should put some wall sconces on. It's going to bring, we want to have light at multiple levels. That's going to up your budget a little bit in these areas. So
absolutely,
early collaboration.
Each wall sconce is an extra $500, and then okay, we need to plan for boom across 3 rooms, and now we're
a custom designed home. Yes, it will maybe cost a little bit more, but those added touches are going to make it more valuable in the end. You have a more valuable home. So
absolutely. And if you're building a custom home, you don't want a custom home that looks like a basic spec.
Right. Exactly.
For your money, you could buy a basic spec.
Exactly.
Okay, so throughout a build, great. Best case scenario, everybody's on board from the very beginning.
Right.
What does it look like? What does a successful relationship look like between the builder and homeowner and designer? Do you, as a designer, want to talk a lot with the builder, or do you want to just only talk with the homeowner?
I think it depends on the homeowner. We've had homeowners who want to be more involved, and we have homeowners who say, I trust you and just do your thing.
Okay.
And so that's going to depend a lot on what the homeowner wants. I think, use the designer. If you've hired the designer, use it to kind of push some of those tasks or communicating some of those things to the builder. You can have use your designer in that way if you want to. Absolutely. I would say, you're bringing a designer on to help navigate all of the little, decisions and complexities of building. And so use them.
Yeah, sure. With an interior designer, when are decisions made, like selections? Okay. So you're in from the very beginning. Mm-hmm. Okay, staying on budget. All right, everybody has a budget in mind. You can say, oh, look, this design is not happening. Like, we cannot do the wall sconces within this budget. Mm-hmm. Okay. So now to timeline, like when are decisions made on color, on the flooring, on cabinet finish, on, all this stuff?
It's really, a lot of builds, I kind of think of them as like a living organic creature. It's kind of living, moving, breathing, and changing. And so we try to make a lot of those decisions up front so that we have the end vision in mind, but there has to be a bit of flexibility because...
Yeah, absolutely. Or sourcing lately,
exactly.
Right? Like things are like, oh, it's not available.
Exactly. Or you just find something cooler. That happens a lot too. We have a plan, we find something cool, and that shifts the plan. And if everyone can have a little bit of flexibility, then we're all happy.